everyone, it's Sue. So today I'm just following on from a video I did the other day using the air dry clay, and I made some little charms for my journals. So I wanted to have a little bit of a play around with some wax and some wax seals. So this is another part of the Initially You 2022 collaboration. I'll put all the details down below. So obviously my name starts with S, and so today I'm going to be using seals. Now this is going to be a bit of an experiment. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but in the last video with the air dry clay, I used these little findings, I don't even know what you call them, and I cut them down and I added them to the air dry clay, and I made some little charms. Now they're perfectly imperfect, they're not exactly round. These are just a few of them just to give you an idea of what I did in the previous video. If you didn't see that, I will endeavour to remember to put it in the cards up above here so you can go and have a look at that. So I'm just melting some wax, and I'm just using a non-stick mat, hoping that the seals will be able to, I'll be able to peel them back up once they've melted. So I'll just let this wax melt that's in the spoon at the moment. Today I'm using wax beads from Craspire. I'll put all the details down below for that as well. So I will leave you a code which will allow you to get $5 off your order. I think it's if it's over $40, but I'll put all the details down below. And I'll be using their seals that I got. So I've got a selection of square and a selection of round, and they're flat, they're blank seals, and then also this beautiful rose seal. So I'm just going to have a bit of a play and see if this is going to work. As I said, it may not. It's a little bit of an experiment, but we don't know, and if we don't play, do we? All right. So I've found that I've still got a lot to learn with regards to using wax seals, but I have found that I like to mix my my beads. I'll have to get some more different colors. It just gives like a marbled effect once you get going with it. So I have found with experimenting that is what I like to do. To start with the first one, I'm going to just use the middle size round flat seal, and I'll be back in a second once this wax has melted. Okay, so for the most part that has melted, and I'm just giving it a little bit of a stir with the end of a dead match there, just to make it a little bit more marbled. Now what I'm thinking, I've also got some little sprigs of dried flowers, so with the blank seals, it's nice to have something in the seal. So I'm thinking I might use these little sprigs here. As I said, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but we'll just have a play. I don't want the stem quite as long as that. I need one of these, so I'm going to pour the wax over one of these. I'm going to try and find a longer one. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So I'll just push that in and I'll leave that to cool. And I'm just going to put a few more beads in here to melt as we're going. I still struggle to get my seals to be perfectly round, and I'm getting better, but I've also put, I can see that it's not perfectly round here. It doesn't really worry me because I like the imperfection for the junk journals, but oh, you just see some people and they do these amazing jobs. Okay, so that didn't work very well with the flower. So let me just have a look, see if I can, because it's not quite cooled down. So I'm just getting a little bit more of a sprig, and I think I'm just going to glue it down. Just let's see if I can get something underneath there to pick that up. Okay. So that's I'm just having a look. So that finding is in there pretty well. I think it should actually stay, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this dried sprig. And let that dry on there. I'm letting it hang off the edge there too. Okay. Glue doesn't seem to be wanting to hold on there. So I'll just have to hold that down for a little bit. See, I don't know. I don't know how my, the bits that I put in the wax seal, they tend to get lost. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. If anyone knows, just let me know. We'll see what happens there. I think that's nearly perfectly round, that one. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Maybe what I'm doing, with that one, I let the wax sit there for a little bit before I press the seal down. So whether that was just coincidence or whether that's what I need to do, but you can see that it hasn't actually sunk into the wax the way that this one did. So I've just glued this extra sprig on top here. I'm just waiting for it to dry into the glue. So just put a bit of weight on that. So that's another little charm. It'll be interesting to see how well they hold up. I mean, I'm pulling on that and it's not coming out, so that's something a little bit different. Okay, so something else that I saw, and I'm going to use this rose, and I can't remember where I saw it, but I will endeavour to backtrack and see if I can see who did it. So they've done the seal. So this is, I'm not going to stir this one, I'm just going to leave it as it is. So they've done the seal. And then when they've, oh, I think that one's round. It's very exciting. They've done the seal and they've actually put holes in them and use them to wrap an item or put them on a pocket or something like that. So I'm just thinking that maybe that's something that I might experiment with. So I'm just going to add another colour there. So it's a beautiful rose, and I'll just see if I can get my polish out without, I've got a tower of fabric sitting here beside me. So I'm doing up some slow stitching kits at the moment, so there's a mountain of fabric that I'm going through, and I managed to get it without knocking it over. So I'm just going to, actually no, I'm not going to use the polish. I've got a gold pen there, I remember. This is just a pen that I got from Aldi, but I do know that Craspire sell these as well. So as I said, I will put the link down below if you wanted to head over and have a look. Just need to try and get this pen to reactivate. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, so with this, let's lift this up, and I don't, as I said, I don't know whether this is going to work. I just saw it. I can't even remember, to be honest, where I saw it. I've got this little punch here. It's got a tiny little hole, and I think I'm going to break this. I don't know. So I probably could have done it closer to the edge, and then we can wrap it around a tag or something. So let me just grab a tag. So I've got this document wallet. And how are we going to do this? I might just cut a length of this. So I need to really do it. Sorry guys, as I said, I am just experimenting, so I'm really not even sure what I'm trying to do. So basically it's just, I mean, it's just the wax seal. And I mean, you could do this, you could wrap your thread around, your cord around the document wallet and put your wax seal on top. Now I find when that happens, the wax tends to go, it follows the line for the cord. So I guess this is one way to get that perfect seal. All right, so I'm going to do this onto this document wallet. Now I'm just thinking I might like to put a little bit of decorative paper or maybe some book paper or something underneath that. Just All right, so I'm trying to get some colours so that the pink stands out a little bit more. And I'm just going to roughly tear this to lay on top of the book paper. I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll just trim it off. And I think I need to really do it on this side. Just going to glue that down, and I'll trim off the back. Okay, I was just thinking too, how nice would like the red wax look with this. I don't have any red wax. Maybe that's what I'll go and buy. But okay, so that seal stands out a little bit more there, so that's good. Now my way of thinking of the way I've decorated this now is this will actually be glued down to a page, because this thread or twine will be, I will cover it up, but I don't want to decorate the back as well. I could, but for the moment I'm not going to. But I like how that actually stands out a little bit more now that it's on that piece of torn paper. All right, so I really want to try and get my wax to stay in place. Now, I have heard that if you put a little bit of wax on the back, now this is probably dried, that has dried, so I'm just going to use a bit of art glitter glue. So I just want to try and get that wax seal just to sit in place. That has adhered enough for me to be able to play with this twine, and on the back I'm going to just add some double-sided tape just to catch that twine in place, and I'll probably put just a piece of cardstock or something over there, because when I glue this to a page in the journal, I'll probably make it a tuck, so I just don't want anything getting stuck on the string. So I'm just going to add 2 rows of double-sided tape there, just to give the string something to grab onto. I like to pull the threads like away from one another. I just think that looks nicer. Okay, so I've got lots of excess there that I don't need to have there. So you can see it's very messy on the back, and if I left that, obviously that's going to stick down to the page. And you know, I could even do that. I could just stick this whole part here down to the page. But for now, because I'm not going to put it directly into a journal, I'm going to cover that with some cardstock. I'll do that shortly. I don't need to do that on video because I'm sure you know what I mean. And then I can put it away and then use it on an upcoming journal. So I'm just getting this string out of the way. And I don't mind that. I think that's something really different, just a different way to use your wax seals. They're really cute. Okay, so that works. Next time around, I would probably put my holes a little bit closer to the edge, and I'm really happy. Look at that, I've got a round seal. Okay, so I'll just show you this one as well. This has, for the most part, dried. Just grabbing a bulb pen. Obviously, I'm not going to put all these onto this document envelope here, but just to give you an idea of what I was thinking. Probably put some beads or something on there, so I think that's quite cute too. So I might even try and do, let's try and do the smaller circle and see, because these are relatively big. Now I'm just trying to get this off without wrecking that dried flower. Yeah, so that's the one that disappeared in the wax to start with. And then that's the one that I let cool for a little bit and put the dried flowers in there. I mean, obviously in a journal they're going to get knocked around a little bit, but I still think even if that length wasn't there, that one would look really cute. So that's a couple of little charms out of the wax. And then this one that I've done with the holes in the side, I really like that. I think I'm going to be using that for a bit of decoration in some upcoming journals. So I'm going to try this the smaller size round. I'm not going to use the square ones today, but I wanted to show you. So they're really, I mean, you could even just do a wax a seal with nothing in them. You don't have to have anything in them at all. Or you can glue something on maybe afterwards. So just need to get the matches and relight that wax. While that wax is melting, I just thought I'd I just dropped this whole plate on the floor. It's just a tiny little leaf. Actually, it might be too big for this smaller seal. I've got some dried maidenhair fern here. So I might even try that in there and see if that looks any good. So I'm just going to put this, I don't know what happened to that colour. I just added a yellow bead with the pink. It's not too bad. It's actually turned out to be a bit gold. So this maidenhair fern that's browned, I don't think it's going to really be seen in this now. So I'm just letting that wax cool a fraction, and I'm going to pop this on top, and then I'm going to push it down and let that cool. Okay, so that's what you have to do. You have to let it cool, obviously, and then put your dried elements in the top. So that's still quite warm, so I'm going to let that just sit. And then what I thought I might do is, if you don't have these eye pins, or once again I'm struggling for what they're called, but if you don't have any of those, I can't see why we can't put a hole in the top, and then you can just use your bulb pin directly through the hole in the wax seal, and then you've got another little charm. I'm just going to see if I can find some beads just to decorate the pin a bit. Here I've got, you can tell I like pink and teal, so most of my beads are pink and teal. Need to get a few more. So I'm just seeing if these will fit. Just having a bit of a play with decorations for the bulb pin is all. So let's do 3 on here. And I'm just going to punch, now that that's cooled, I'm just going to punch a hole in the top here. That's quite cute. So you have a little charm that you can hang. That you can hang from a tag, a page, a cover, and that's just using your wax seals. I think that is so cute. Quite like that. Happy with that. All right, so I'm going to do one more. And I'm just going to do the same thing using the smaller round. I think I like this size for the journal. These still, you could still utilize these, but I think I like the smaller size a little bit better. And this time I might get some of the green coloured maidenhair fern that I've dried. Just going to stir that a bit. This one will be an interesting colour. It's got a mixture of about 3 colours in it. I'm just going to let that cool. You know, actually I'm going to stamp that, I think, without anything, because I like the way that colour is looking. Okay, it's more of an apricot-y colour. I don't know whether that's actually showing up that well. Actually, don't mind that. I think that's quite nice. So you could even leave it like that, put a hole in it, and then you have a wax seal charm just like that. Okay, for the sake of the video, I just thought with this letter charm, so what I like to do when I sell my journals, I like to try and personalize it if I've got the right initial with these stickers from Tim Holtz. Now I'm just thinking one of the lighter colors might be nice on here. So I don't know anyone particularly that's going to buy a journal from me with tea, but I just thought I'll do one up and just see how it goes. So they are stickers, so I'm just sticking that on the wax, and then with these comes like these plastic domes. Actually, I probably should punch the hole in the top first. And then I'm just going to put that on top. Press that down, and then we have an alpha charm. need to get some decent seed beads, I think. Okay, so I don't like that with the seed beads on there, so I'm just going to take that off quickly. So there we have an alpha charm, then using your wax seals as well. I'm really happy with that. I definitely need to go to Craspire and get some more wax beads and have a play around some different colors. But I am really happy, and you can see mixing your wax, you can actually make your own color. So these are just a few that I've played with today, and that's just, as I said, it's just branching out from the video that I did the other day using air dry clay. So there we have 2 charms that we've just put a hole in the top and just used a bulb pin. And then these 2, I have actually used the eye pins, which you can then add to your pages or your creations using bulb pins as well. But if you don't have them, this is another way you can do it. And then this lovely seal on this document envelope, and all I've done is just wrapped the string around the back. As I said, I will go and I will place some cardstock on the back of that so it doesn't stick down to the page in that area, but I'll do that off screen because I don't think you need to see that. Okay, just a quick one, just a little bit of a play around. I'm really enjoying the wax seals, and I'm interested in getting more actually, so I'm going to head over actually to Craspire myself now and grab some different colored wax beads. I found that I like the wax beads better than I do actually have some sticks, and they're okay. These don't have the wick in them, so they're really, I find them difficult to melt. But if you're looking to start out, most definitely try the wax beads. I think that they're so much easier and less messy. All right, I'm going to leave it there today. As I said, just a little play, a little bit of an experiment, and I wanted to sort of draw on these that I did the other day. So I'm probably going to make up quite a few, and I might come back and show you if I have any other different ideas with regards to making charms or that sort of thing using wax seals. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope someone got a little bit of something out of it, and if you've got wax seals, go and have a play. I'd love to see them too, so if you wanted to share them on my Facebook or Instagram, you can just hashtag #PaperInspirationsAU. I'd love to see what you're up to. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care, and hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. See you soon.